Before I begin, I want to say that I think that all professional athletes who come under this woman's purview as a reporter should refuse to speak to her until she apologizes to Stephen A. Smith, and I am speaking of Malika Andrews. I think that any self-respecting man, after listening to her bullshit over the last week, with two professionals, two people that are her, her elders and shit, honestly, age-wise, chronologically speaking and shit, and have been in the business for years before she even, you know, before she was even a wet stainer in her daddy's boxers, should, take umbrage at this shit. I think she should be called to task. I think that she should issue a public apology to Stephen A. Smith, and I'm not endorsing his bum ass, but I think that she needs to be collared, okay? Collared and shit. I don't give a fuck. Malika Andrews should be boycotted by all professional athletes. They should put in requests to saying they don't want her to interview them and shit. They should talk to their union rep and say, hey, we don't want to talk to her until she issues a public apology, a contrite public apology to Stephen A. Smith and that other gentleman that she was, I think it was Kendra Perkins or somebody that she was fucking with on the behalf of this as yet unnamed woman that is, a part of the Boston coach's public dragging, okay, his drubbing and shit, his outing and shit for having an extra, I don't even think he's married. I think he's just, getting a piece on the side and shit. He's not even fucking married. He's not married. Okay, obviously there's no exclusivity there and shit, and it's none of anyone's business what goes on in this man's personal life, his bedroom, and his fucking boxers and shit, okay? I think it's disgraceful that this shit still, in our hypocritical country and shit, our hypocritical country, that people are talking about shit like this. We got motherfuckers doing all kind of egregious, weird shit, currently, with this administration. I won't go into detail. I think this woman should be censored. All right? And going forward and shit, I want to talk about this. I want to talk about this female that no one knows who she is, that is also, was having a consensual sexual relationship with this Boston coach. All right, was having a consensual sexual relationship. There's no criminal activity whatsoever. They were having sex, okay? And they work for the same organization, okay? If he's subject to disciplinary action, then so is she. If they have anti-fraternization laws, okay? She's not an underage person. She is a consenting adult. There's no criminal activity. I want to repeat that. All right, they're not putting her name out there, okay? She should not be under any kind of rope shield laws. All right, she should not be hidden from public and shit, unless her identity would compromise the organization as a whole and shit, okay? And even then, if I was the guy, I would put her name out. He should make a press conference and say, I had a sexual relationship with this person and shit. He should call up the Celtics organization and say, I'm going to have a press conference and I'm going to say who I was having sex with. I'm going to out her. I'm going to say her whole fucking name. If you don't want this to happen, rescind my disciplinary action and shit. I want to be reinstated as the coach and no further talking about it amongst the organization. You will shield me from the media and shit. You will send a spokesperson out to talk to the media on my behalf while I do my job. Or you can take my resignation and I'll have the fucking press conference anyway. But she is coming out of the dark. There's no criminal activity whatsoever, and I will out this person, and I will pursue a lawsuit against you for discrimination if you continue along these lines. You have discriminated against me based on race and gender. Right? I am tired as hell. Tired as fuck of Jane Doe. I'm tired of Jane Doe, okay? One of the original Jane Does was that Roe versus Wade, and we discovered that nothing ever happened to that chick, okay? that, preceded all this, my body, my choice bullshit, okay? Which I have no dog in the fight. I don't believe anyone should be telling somebody what to do with their body or how to moderate their body and shit. And by that same token and shit, I have that same fucking freedom and shit as a cisgender straight black male. And this guy has that freedom and shit. And he should be like sitting up laughing his fucking ass off right now. I'll be like this, okay, let's see how it goes. If they don't say her name, he should call up his union rep and call his attorney and say, look, I want you to contact the motherfuckers and tell them they have until the end of the week to put her name out, or I'm having a press conference. And this was what's going to happen and shit. I'm going to file a federal lawsuit and shit because that's against federal law to discriminate against people and shit, okay? Last time I checked. And sue them for like a couple $100 million. You know, her name is going to come out one way or the other in a lawsuit, in the following court trial, or they're going to do it themselves, or they're going to reinstate me, and with no disciplinary actions, and all monies will be returned that I lost. I will be paid for any further costs that I lost, and you guys will shut your fucking mouth, and then me and my girlfriend, my supposed 53-year-old fiance, will hash it out in private. That is all. This message has been paid for by the Dusties. Yes, the niggas you love to hate.